So the feds started locking up everybody. As they lock up more people, and really in the 90s, this was like incarceration nation, right? So as they lock up more people, they started making protection yards, right? They call them like sensitive need yards, or they call them like PC yards, protective custody yards. Because at first there wasn't as many of these dudes in, or people that know, what their crimes were or whatever, but if they did find out, they would get smashed. But, as soon as these people get smashed, because really that's the prison's job, the prison guard's job, the prison administrator's job is to protect the people in prison. Now like in the feds and pretty much all state joints, they're like, they call them their PC yards or sensitive needs yards, where they have like all the pedophiles, or if people had a problem, like what they call mainline. That's like the thing in prison. Like the thing in prison, it's like a lot of dudes have been in prison, that's kind of like you hold your head on that. You're like, I walk the yard, I walk mainline. That means like you were in general population, because that's, if you're not in general population and like you're in PC, or you're like on a special needs yard, or you're like in a protection unit. Maybe they're not a pedophile or they're not a snitch, but maybe they got a beef with a gang, and the gang has put a green light on them, put a hit on them, and so the prison puts them in a protection yard just because the gang is so prevalent, and they know if they put them on a mainline yard, they're going to get killed. Everybody knows Whitey Bulger. Whitey Bulger was basically, a snitch for like, 20, 30 years. That's why he had that long run. He worked with the FBI agent. In the feds, he was in this yard called Coleman 2, which is like a known protection yard down in Florida called Coleman 2. And so he was okay there. He was there for a long time. As soon as they put him up in, I don't know where the yard where he got killed, it was like West Virginia or Hazleton or one of those on the East Coast. As soon as they moved him up there, he got killed. They'll ask you, like, if you got any separatees, they'll ask you, like, who you run with, like, gang-wise. They'll ask you, like, if you testified or, told on it, cooperate against anybody. And like a lot of dudes, even if they did, they'll lie, because, like, their pride comes into it or whatever. They put him on the yard and, he got whacked, and, like, whatever. It was pretty brutal, but, that's what they say, too. Live by the gun, die by the gun.
Harvey Weinstein, once one of the most powerful men in Hollywood, in a Manhattan courtroom today to face sentencing on charges of rape and on criminal sexual act in the first degree.
The only way that he is going to last is if someone starts extorting him, because this is what they do too. So let's say they got somebody like him, like he's basically like a mark, like he needs protection, right? So there might be some dude, he's gonna push up on him, and he's basically gonna make him his bitch. He's gonna be like, you're my bitch, he knows he got money, so he's like, you're gonna put money on my account, you're gonna send money to my family, and I'm gonna make sure none of these dudes, fuck you up.
Hold on to this, motherfucker. There you go. Hold on to my motherfucker. Don't you get killed, motherfucker. And you walk with me, motherfucker. Tell your father to say shush. Being that he's sitting up here all tender and shit, I'm gonna tell you what happened to a young, tender motherfucker like you. That I had to clean my motherfucking cell, motherfucker. Wash my drawers and socks, motherfucker.
And so then they protect them, like they extort them. And it's like soft extortion in a way, but it's still extortion. And then, like I say, if Harvey ever misses a payment or whatever, then he's just gonna, tell the people like, this dude ain't under my protection no more, and it's gonna be like somebody else is gonna try to extort him. So they do that in prison, like, and they'll even pass dudes like that around.
We prostitute you, young motherfucker. Tell them how to go on out, boss. In other words, you go to the highest bidder, motherfucker. That's right, the highest bidder. Being too black, white, Chinese, or candy stripe, motherfucker.